A very good evening to all our viewers joining us across the globe and here at home in Sri Lanka from Richmond Live and the Papare. This is the 29th edition of the TV Sumanasekara Trophy between hometown rivals Richmond College and St. Aloysius College. Live and direct from the BOI Grounds here in the picturesque Koggala southern coast out here in Sri Lanka. And a warm welcome to all of you joining us from wherever you are watching this live coverage, the 29th edition, the biggest rugby spectacle in the southern coast of Sri Lanka. But of their homes when they are traveling and wherever they are, you can catch the live action on Richmond Live and the Papare, this 29th edition of the big clash between Richmond and St. Aloysius. This rugby encounter is the longest running rugby fixture between two schools, two traditional rivals, St. Aloysius and Richmond. Started in 1992. The first encounter in 92 was won by Richmond, and the title is with the lads from St. Aloysius for the past few years, as they have dominated the series right throughout from 2017.
BYD Fan TV තවත් එක එපිසෝඩ් එක තමයි ඔයාලා අද මේ විදිහට එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් මම දැන් ඉන්නේ සෙන්ට් පීටර්ස් විද්‍යාලයේ ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකේ. ඒ වගේම අද මැච් එක තියෙන්නේ සෙන්ට් පීටර්ස් විද්‍යාලය සහ ඉසිපතන විද්‍යාලය අතර. ඉතින් මේ ඉස්කෝල දෙකේ මැච් එක ගැන අපේ ප්‍රේක්ෂකයෝ මොකද හිතන්නේ කියලා අපි යාළගෙන්ම අහලා බලමු. මේ පාර ස්කූල් රග්බි ලීග් එකේ කප් චැම්පියන්ෂිප් එකේ ඉන්න ටීම් දෙකක් ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් ලෙවල් එකෙන් ප්ලේ කරන්න ස්කූල් දෙකක් සමාන කරන්න කියලා කිව්වොත් මොන ස්කූල් දෙකේ ටීම් දෙකද සමාන කරන්නේ?
To be honest මම හිතන්නේ we can compare with international teams but මේ අවුරුද්දේ තියෙන මේ සීසන් එකේ බැලුවොත් cup segment එකේ I would recommend Trinity and since I'm Isipathanin and I'm die-hard rugby fan of Isipathan rugby I recommend Trinity and Isipathan.
මේ පාර ස්කූල් එකකින් බැලුවොත් අපි ඉසිපතන ට්‍රිනිටි ඒ දෙක තමයි සමාන කරන්න පුළුවන්.
ටීම්ස් හතරම හොඳයි. නමුත් ඉතින් ට්‍රිනිටි ඉසිපතන වෙස්ලි ඒ හතරෙන් වෙස්සෙන් තමසස් ඒ හතරෙන් දෙකක් තමයි යන්න ඕනේ. ඒකේ tie පර්ෆෝමන්සස් අනුව තමයි tie අර කියන්නේ බැක්ෂන් ෆෝර්ස්ලගේ කනුව තමයි හරි ටීම් එක තෝරන්න ඕනේ. හරි.
මම හිතන විදිහට ට්‍රිනිටි සෙන්ට් තෝමස් ඉසිපතන තමයි ස්කෝර් වලින් බැලුවොත් ඉන්නේ. ට්‍රිනිටි සෙන්ට් තෝමස් ඉන්න විදිහ උඩින්.
අනිවාර්යෙන්ම පතන ඉන්න අනතුරු අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් ට්‍රිනිටි කොලෙජ් එක කැන්ඩි.
ඒ දෙක. එතකොට ඔබතුමා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද?
පතනයි ට්‍රිනිටි.
තවත් එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා අපි ආගෙනුත් අහලා බලමු.
ඉසිපතන for definitely yeah. Trinity also good yeah.
ඉසිපතන ට්‍රිනිටි.
මොකක්ද කියන ස්කූල් දෙක ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් ලෙවල් එකෙන් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න සිලෙක්ට් කරන්න කියලා කිව්වොත් මෙතන තියෙන ස්කෝලල් වලින්.
ඒ කියන්නේ මේ පාර ලීග් එකත් එක්ක. Obviously Trinity. Number 2 my school Isipatana.
Isipatana and Trinity.
Same Isipatana and Trinity.
Yeah, same Isipatana and Trinity.
ඉසිපතන ට්‍රිනිටි.
ඉසිපතන ට්‍රිනිටි.
Isipatana Peters and Trinity.
මේ අවුරුද්දේ ට්‍රිනිටි සමාන කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඉසිපතන සමාන කරන්න.
ඔබේ BYD වාහනය ජෝන් කිල්ස් CG ඔටෝ සමග වෙන් කරවා ගැනීමට BYD ප්‍රදර්ශනාගාරයට අදම පැමිණෙන්න.
ස්කූල් රග්බි ලීග් එකේ කප් චැම්පියන්ෂිප් එකේ ඉන්න ටීම්ස් ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් ටීම් වලට සමාන කරන්න කියලා කිව්වොත් මේ තියෙන ස්කෝල හයෙන් මොන ස්කූල් දෙකද සමාන කරන්නේ?
Trinity St. Thomas.
ස්කූල්ස් දෙකක් කියලා කියන්න මම අමාරුයි. මේ ඔක්කොම ස්කූල්ස් හොඳට සෙල්ලම් කරන ස්කූල්ස්. මේ අවුරුද්දේ පර්ෆෝමන්ස් වලින් බැලුවොත් දැනට ට්‍රිනිටි වෙස්ලි උඩින්ම ඉන්නවා. බට් ඉතින් අපි සෙන්ට් පීටර්ස් අපි හැමදාම විශ්වාස කරනවා සෙන්ට් පීටර්ස් උඩින්ම ඉන්නවා කියලා.
සෙන්ට් පීටර්ස් එකක් අනිත් එක ට්‍රිනිටි එක.
පීටර්ස් ඇන්ඩ් ට්‍රිනිටි. ඉතින් මේ විදිහට තමයි අද තරඟාවලිය නිමාවට පත් වෙන්නේ. තරඟාවලියේ ජය හිමි වෙන්නේ සෙන්ට් පීටර්ස් විද්‍යාලයට. ඉසිපතන විද්‍යාලයේ ලකුණු 7කුත් සෙන්ට් පීටර්ස් විද්‍යාලයේ ලකුණු 14කුත් විදිහට තමයි අද දවසේ තරඟාවලිය නිමාවට පත් වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ආරාධනා කරනවා BYD Fan TV එකත් එක්ක දිගටම එකතුලා ඉන්න. අපි මේ වගේ ලස්සන වෙනස් විදිහ එපිසෝඩ් ගොඩක් ඉස්සරහට අරගෙන එනවා.
ඔබේ BYD වාහනය ජෝන් කිල්ස් CG ඔටෝ සමග වෙන් කරවා ගැනීමට BYD ප්‍රදර්ශනාගාරයට අදම පැමිණෙන්න.
The front row combination Chamut, Shashinta and Mevan. With the second rows the lock combinations we have Wales, Vihanga, and in third row we have Rasidu Tisal and Kavisha making up the third row. Shavaz and Pramita will make up the 10, 9 and 10 pair, and the setters will be Bihan and Sham. Kalindu and Yasandu will be the wing combinations with Himasha as fullback. St. Aloysius, we have the front row combination Ashen, Rivindu, Manuka and Sharanta and Sunal in the second rows, and Nisula, Oman, Dakshina in the third row combination. Hasindu will be the scrum half, and Charit in the first 5/8. The center combinations will be Dineth and Danusha. Shashika and Chamidu will be the wing 3/4 along with Rumesh. Richmond College with the kickoff. We are coming to you live and direct from the BOI Grounds in Koggala. Just a minute gone. Richmond College with early advantage. This encounter began in 1992 with Richmond winning the inaugural encounter, but however St. Aloysius have the advantage in the win tally. The Aloysians have won 16 times, with Richmond clinching 9 victories, and 4 encounters have been drawn, with St. Aloysius having the title since 2017. So that has been almost a decade-long dominance by the St. Aloysius College outfit. This is a superb opportunity for the Richmondites to get first points on board, as they have the advantage. This is early advantage for Richmond as they have been dominant right throughout this early minutes of the game. Richmond is in smelling range of the try line, and unfortunately they have knocked the ball on. But they will have an advantage coming in, and yes, they do. And Richmond College have got the first points on board. And Richmond College have got early advantage with a try and a conversion within 5 minutes of the game. And what you're listening right now is the live broadcast, the live commentary of the Richmond Aloysius clash on Richmond Live and the papare.com. The Aloysians now with the first real opportunity of the game as they look to try and clear their lines out. St. Aloysius College captained by Rivindu Chatudisa and PDK Silva is the captain of Richmond. Now Aloysius with the ball in hand. Dhananjay going into contact. It's a wonderful run by Amaratunga into the corner. St. Aloysius doing really well to keep the ball intact. Now the forwards. That's Dhananjay yet again. Strong lad with a superb move there. Now Nisula right opposite the post. Just 10 meters away from the whitewash are the Aloysians. This is good work rate by St. Aloysius College. They have kept the ball alive and good support coming in as well. Richmond defending with a do-or-die attitude, and now St. Aloysius, that's the number 10 Manar milking that advantage. Now St. Aloysius with the advantage with just 8 minutes gone on our clock. Now Dhananjay yet again, the big man going into contact. They still have the advantage. Still St. Aloysius. The ball is alive. And they have kept on attacking and attacking right throughout the past few minutes. Here's their big prop forward, Malika. And the referee will go into the previous advantage. Looks like they are going into the corner. As Manahara kicks it to touch. Just around 7 to 10 meters away from the try line. As we are closing near the 10-minute mark out here. Superb crowd support from the sidelines from both the spectators out here in Koggala. That's the skipper Rivindu for St. Aloysius with the throw. They set up the rolling maul, but well defended by Richmond, and a crooked throw is called by the referee. And now Richmond will have the opportunity to clear their lines and hold on to that advantage. 7-0. They scored within 3 minutes of the game and have a superb chance to get out of jail after a massive attacking phase by St. Aloysius coming in place in this opening 10 minutes of the game. That's Munasinghe going into contact, the number 8. Now definitely the home team will try to clear their lines from the red zone. Good clearance coming in and a beautiful chase coming by the skipper. However, in the process, the St. Aloysius College lads will now have yet another lifeline as they will try to go into touch. Here's Dhananjay yet again. There was a previous offence and the ball is in favor of Richmond College. Good clearance coming in from Richmond and a wonderful collection there by the Aloysian number 14, Amaratunga. Now Richmond it again with a kick and chase. Good sighting by Charita Manahara, the playmaker for St. Aloysius. And a massive crushing defense coming in from Richmond College against the Aloysians. And St. Aloysius, even though they don't have the ball in hand, well, referee has called in for an offside in the chase. And Richmond will now have an advantage to go into touch. Now Richmond gifting that possession to St. Aloysius. The Aloysians will be really happy with this advantage out here. Mind you folks, this encounter has been happening since the year 1992 with the inaugural encounter clinched by Richmond College. However, St. Aloysius have really fought back and marked their presence with 16 wins, and they are the title holders of this TV Sumanasekara trophy as well. Thumping kick coming in by the Aloysius back line, and advantage in favor of St. Aloysius for a knock forward, and the Aloysians playing with much pace and vigour. Yes, St. Aloysius trying to prove a mark here. They are yet again very close towards that whitewash. It's now or never for the Aloysians. Last 8 was St. Aloysius who clinched the title. They have been the holders of the trophy since 2017, and they have been put under tremendous pressure by Richmond. Knockback, says referee. And up in Colombo, the Joe Pete annual rugby encounter is also happening. That is a 0-0 affair, and here we have St. Aloysius getting an under the post penalty advantage. Will they go in for the 3 points, or will they go into touch? Well, they have taken the quick tap with the coaching staff screaming for the 3 points. The ball has been turned over, but advantage again. No, they are not going for the easy 3 points. They are going big. They want to go in for the big 5-pointer. The ball is out and the ball is held up. 3 easy points going in vain and a goal line dropout. Well, that's a superb clearance kick. Not read well by the Aloysian defenders. These are just simple, basic ploys. Just take the easy 3 points right in front of the post. St. Aloysius College missing the easy trick and trying to play too much of rugby in their zone with a superb defensive effort coming in from Richmond College. Richmond, superb display of defense, and that try which was held up, showing how lethal this Richmond defense is. Full out, and St. Aloysius under heavy pressure. The last time Richmond won this encounter was in 2016, and since then it has been St. Aloysius all the way with a solitary draw in 2019. The encounter was not played in 2020 and 2021 as well as 2022. The last 3 encounters have gone in favor of St. Aloysius. It's a wonderful bit of play by Richmond, almost a steal by St. Aloysius, and a brilliant run by the win 3/4 Havage for Richmond College. Richmond still going. St. Aloysius showing a little bit of eagerness. They are too eager, as they could have gone to touch. However, they have gone for the good old tap and go, and they are running the ball out wide. They should remember it's just 20 minutes gone. They have to slow the game down. They cannot play the game into Richmond's pace, and Richmond, rightly so, have got the ball back in action. Richmond have stole the possession from Aloysius. Here's Richmond now. Well, that's a gifted opportunity. Charit Manahara going under the post for St. Aloysius College. It was never expected. And Manahara says thank you very much to the Richmond skipper, as the Aloysians finally get the breakthrough. It's 7-5 with the under the post conversion. Here's a replay. Richmond skipper into the hands of Manahara. And Manahara ran 50 meters across the park to score under the post. Here's Manahara yet again, the try scorer, trying to convert his own try that he scored with absolute brilliant style there, and converted. It's all even Stevens here, 7-all. Richmond showed some brilliant defense, but just that miscalculated kick going into the hands of danger man Manahara. 7-all out here. Both teams now with a chance to break through, as Richmond go into deep kickoff. St. Aloysius are showing real intent that they really want to run this ball out. Trying to get out of jail is St. Aloysius, but the bounce of the rugby ball going in favor of Richmond. Here's Richmond College. Here are their big prop forwards. Sharada, probably one of the biggest lads on the pitch, going into contact. Here's the halfback Ahmed. Advantage for Richmond College as Richmond through Havegay. They slice through the gaps. Richmond still with the ball in hand. Yes, Ahmed to big man Sharada, and now the ball with Heshara. Now Richmond with the clear advantage. They can go for the 3 points. Just opposite the post on the 22. Just easy money. Right opposite the post, but they are going into touch. Could have been a wasted opportunity. Always take your points when it's right opposite your post. But Richmond, they are making a statement that they want to go into the big 5 pointers. And yes, unfortunately, he could not show you the try. That's a try scored by Richmond College. It's 12 points. And that's the second try scored by Richmond College through a rolling maul. And the kick is good as well. It's 14 points to 7 in favor of the home side, Richmond College. superb touch finder coming in by Richmond by St. Aloysius. Charit Manahara. St. Aloysius just not getting their act together, as they have been penalized multiple times in the line-out department. Richmond have been given the opportunity gifted by St. Aloysius. Now Richmond with the kick and chase. Here's Richmond. That was Jayaratna going into contact for Richmond. The Richmond forwards. Now Ahmed. Well, this is how Richmond got both their tries, right in left corner. They are going in for that rolling ball. It's unstoppable. And have they got the third try? And yes, they do. Richmond College get their third try in the exact same place. And looks like the Richmondites have done their homework in the rolling ball. And St. Aloysius have no answer as we close towards the half time, and I'm joined by Richmond's Chanita. Chanita, it's a day that has been dominated by Richmond in the first half.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, it's filled with an amazing crowd. The ground is absolutely thrilled. The BOI Grounds, we're having the match, and the first half time is going to end soon with the interval happening around 5:15. So
well, on our clock it's 35 minutes. That is the half-time mark. With Richmond's Havagay with the conversion. He got the distance, he got the direction, but just falling short of a few centimeters there. It has been Richmond all the way, with St. Aloysius scoring with one solitary try through Manahara under the post. A gifted try, of course, that was. But Richmond has really put in a strong performance in this first half to go in for a commanding 19 points to 7 lead here in the 29th edition of the TV Sumanasekara Shield Trophy. Richmond are yet to win the encounter since 2016, so it has been almost a 10 long year wait. This is now or never for the home side, and St. Aloysius will come all guns blazing in the second half as we go to a commercial break. Stay tuned, folks. Don't go anywhere on Richmond Live and the Papare. We'll come back soon with the second half.
තවත් එපිසෝඩ් එකක් එක තමයි ඔයාලා එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් අද අපි ඉන්නේ CRNFC ground එකේ Dialogue School Rugby මරදාන St. Joseph College versus Sahira College රග මැච් එකේ. ඉතින් අපි සූදානම්ෙන් ඉන්නවා මේ අද එකතු වෙලා ඉන්න ප්‍රේක්ෂකාගාරයෙන් අහලා දැනගන්න මරදානේ රග ගන්න හොඳම ඉස්කෝලේ මොකක්ද කියලා. අපි බලමු ඒගොල්ලෝගේ අදහස් කොයි වගේ වෙයිද කියලා. මෙතන ඉන්න එක්කෙනෙක් අපි ආගෙන් ඉස්සලම අදහස් අහලා බලමු. මරදානේ රග ගහන හොඳම ඉස්කෝලේ මොකද්ද?
ජෝසප් කොලෙජ් තමයි.
ජෝසප්. ඉතින් මැච් එක බලන්න ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්න ලස්සන ලේඩීස්ලා දෙන්නෙක් අපිට හම්බුණා. අපි එයාලගෙමුත් අහලා බලමු. මරදානේ රග ගහන හොඳම පාසල මොකද්ද?
හොඳම පාසල සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්. මොකද අපේ නැෂනල් ටීම් එකටත් ජෝසප් එකෙන් ගියා ඉන්නවා.
මේ අවුරුද්දේ තියා ඉන්නවා.
ඉතින් මැච් එක බලන්න ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්න තවත් කටියක් එක අපි අදහස් බෙදා ගන්න බැලුවා. ඉතින් ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා. මරදානේ රග ප්ලේ කරන හොඳම ඉස්කෝලේ මොකද්ද?
මරදානේ රග ප්ලේ කරන හොඳම ඉස්කෝලේ මරදානේ අපි සයිරයි ඉන්නේ.
තනි උත්තරයක් දැයදවා. මම සයිරයත් ප්ලේ හොඳට ප්ලේ කරනවා. අපි මුතුල ප්ලේ කරනවා. තනි උත්තරයක් නැහැ. සයිරත් තමයි සෙල්ලම් කරනවා. සෙන්ට් ජෝසප් කොල්ල සෙල්ලම් කරනවා කියන්න බැරි.
සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්ස් කොලෙජ්. සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්ස් කොලෙජ් කොළඹට.
ඉතින් මේ වෙලාවේ ඉන්නවා හැව්ලොක් රග්බි ටීම් එකේ කැප්ටන් උත්. ඉතින් අපි යාගෙමුත් අහලා බලමු මරදානේ රග ගහන හොඳම ඉස්කෝලේ මොකද්ද?
මරදානට නම් එකයි ජෝසප් තමයි.
ඔබේ BYD වාහනය ජෝන් කිල්ස් CG ඔටෝ සමග වෙන් කරවා ගැනීමට BYD ප්‍රදර්ශනාගාරයට අතම පැමිණෙන්න.
ඉතින් ප්‍රේක්ෂකාගාරයේ අපි හැමෙට ඇවිදගෙන යනකොට අපිට තවත් කට්ටියක් හම්බුණා. අපි ඒගොල්ලෝගෙමුත් අහලා බලමු අපේ ප්‍රශ්නේ. මරදානේ රග ප්ලේ කරන හොඳම පාසල මොකද්ද?
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මරදාන සයිරා විතරල තමයි.
මරදාන සයිරා. මරදාන සයිරා.
මම සයිරෙන් මගේ පස්සේ ඉඳන් මම සයිරා තමයි කියන්නේ.
තම කියන්න බෑ ඔක්කොම එක වගේ තමයි ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ. ඒක මොකද කියලා කියන්න බෑ කියලා.
මම සයිරා කියේ ඉතින් මුලින්ම මගේ පාසලට මුල් තැන දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් ඒ වගේම අපි මරදාන අපේ කොලෙජ් එකේ ළඟම තියෙන පාසල සෙන්ට් ජෝසප් අපේ පුතාලා දෙන්නා ඉගෙන ගත්ත එකේ. ඒ නිසා සෙන්ට් ජෝසප් කොලෙජ් එක මම දැනුවත් ගොඩක් හොඳයි.
මම හිතන්නේ සහිරා. සහිරියන්ස්ලා රග පටන් අරගෙන අවුරුදු 100 සම්පූර්ණ කරා. ගිය අවුරුද්දේදී මම කියන්නේ සහිරා නම්බර් 1.
ඉතින් මැච් එක බලන්න ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්න තවත් ලස්සන ලේඩීස්ලා ටිකක් අපිට හම්බුණා. අපි යාළගෙමුත් අහලා බලමු මරදානේ රග ගහන හොඳම පාසල මොකද්ද කියලා. අපි පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරමුද? මරදානේ රග ගහන හොඳම ඉස්කෝලේ මොකද්ද?
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්. සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්. සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්. සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්. ආනෙම සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්. සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්.
අපිට මැච් එක නරඹන අතර වාරයේ තවත් පිරිසක් හම්බුණා. අපි ඒගොල්ලෝගෙමුත් අහලා බලමු මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ. මරදානේ හොඳටම රග ප්ලේ කරන ඉස්කෝලේ මොකද්ද?
සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්. සෙන්ට් ජෝසප්. ජෝසප් is the best. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ජෝසප්.
ජෝසප් තමයි.
ජෝසප් තමයි.
ජෝසප්.
වෙන මොකක්ද? ජෝසප් තමයි. මරදාන කිව්වොත් ජෝස් තමයි.
BYD Fan TV තවත් එපිසෝඩ් එකක් එක තමයි ඔයාලා එකතු වෙලා හිටියේ. ඉතින් අද දවසේදී CRNFC ground එකේදී dialogue school rugby මරදාන සහිරා college versus St Joseph college උණුසුම් තරගයක් පැවැත්වුණා. ඉතින් මේ වගේ තවත් ලස්සන එපිසෝඩ් එකකින් අපි ආයෙත් දවසක හමු වෙමු.
ඔබේ BYD වාහනය ජෝන් කිල්ස් CG ඔටෝ සමග වෙන් කරවා ගැනීමට BYD ප්‍රදර්ශනාගාරයට අතම පැමිණෙන්න. Watch it live only on Dialogue Television, the Dialogue View app and the papare.com.
Just a little bit of
පාදුවට ඉහළින් පාර ස්ථානගත කිරීම on the paper on Dialogue TV
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව The Papare.
Welcome back to the BOI Grounds here in Koggala. It's an absolutely thrilling atmosphere here in the southern coast of Sri Lanka. The biggest rugby spectacle here in goal between St. Aloysius College and Richmond College, as the Richmond Knights are leading with a commanding 19 points to 7 lead. And yet again on Richmond Live and the Papare, I'm joined with Chanita. Chanita, it has been your school, Richmond, all the way. 19.7 with 3 tries in the first half.
Yes, of course, it is an heating day filled with a great match, and so the evening will determine who will win the trophy, with our school having a lead of 19.5.
St. Aloysius led by Rivindu Shatusida, and the Richmond Knights led by Pramita Denuan Silva. It has been Richmond's half in the opening essay. St. Aloysius scored only through that try of the game through Manahara. It has been a long time waiting for the home side, Richmond College. Since 2016, they are yet to lay their hands on the TV Sumanasekara trophy. In 2019, it was a drawn encounter. Other than that, since 2017, it has been St. Aloysius all the way. They have won throughout the past few years, and here's another advantage for Richmond. Could have played on. The referee could have definitely let the play go on. However, Richmond definitely are on the march, as they are with the upper hand with a superb lead here. That's a thumping run by Jayaratna for Richmond. They are showing real intent. They have numbers on the left. They should work this ball out. And however, Richmond's number 16, that's Rasanjit, almost going into the corner. If he just had passed the ball out wide. However, Richmond College have gone into their fourth try. No. Have they gone in for the try, or is it an advantage? Wow. Now, there is an advantage for the high shot. That was definitely a clear high shot. Here's Richmond number 8 going over. Yes, he has. That's Muna Singh going in for the fourth try. Tisal Muna Singh, Richmond number 8. Definitely Richmond coming in for the kill this time around. The kick is good. It's a thumping lead, 26 points to 7 for Richmond College, and it's a mountain to climb for St. Aloysius in this game. They are 19 points down.
So yes, Richmond College with 26 points and St. Aloysius College with 7 points.
Now this is brilliant work by Richmond College. They know where to hit the gaps, and they know how to penetrate that St. Aloysius defense. But unfortunately, the Aloysians have stopped the marauding attack by Richmond College. Fortunately for the Aloysians, they have stopped it. But unfortunate moment for Richmond. They have played some brilliant rugby. Irrespective of which team you support, Richmond College have been the best team out here in the last 40 minutes of the game. Aloysius College trailing by 19 points in this game. Richmond and Aloysius have had a pretty decent season so far in the Division 1 Segment B category. They have had their fair share of wins and losses, but great to see both teams pulling up a great fight, and of course Richmond, as they have been the commanding team. Here's Ahmed marshalling his backs and forwards to go into contact. Ahmed yet again. Now it's the game is played in one of the most harshest parts of the ground, right in the middle of the pitch. Now to the right goes the Richmond backs. They keep the ball intact for a long time. Richmond have been keeping the ball alive with Rusara, the big number 18, going into contact. Now the skipper towards the left. Ahmed yet again. That's a wonderful cross kick, almost into the hands of Hevage. Unfortunate knock forward there. But the Richmond skipper knows and knew that advantage was coming in. Now this is a very crucial moment. Richmond, they can definitely go into the post and get 3 points. It will be a sensible option to kick at goal. However, they are very confident to go for touch. And folks, well, that's uncalled for. The absurd wind playing a part in Richmond's kick going nowhere, but that was really unnecessary by the Aloysius College player to dash the player on the floor. Well, that's a definite command. That's definitely a yellow card on any day for the player. It was really unnecessary. The referee had already blown the whistle as St. Aloysius College lose one player. That's the first yellow card of the game. So St. Aloysius down to 14 men. Well, the unstoppable rolling maul of Richmond, just going forward and forward with a superb support coming in from the parents as well from the sidelines. This is brilliant work by Richmond. They could have gone for the easy 3 points, but they didn't. They have gone for the big 5 pointers, and they might look into, yes, they go in for that good old tap and go with the big number 8. Munasinghe, one of the try scorers. Going into the corner. Is it the try? No, the ball has been knocked on. After a well, Richmond College, they played with a lot of confidence. They did not go for the 3 points, but here they have knocked the ball forward. Richmond again with a similar chance. They have a kickable penalty. Richmond have dominated this game right throughout. We have around 20 minutes left to go in the game. This game that has been dominated throughout the past few years by St. Aloysius. Looks like it will go in favor of Richmond. And Richmond College yet again going to the corner. Richmond closing towards their 5th try. It has been Richmond all the way, and they go in for that 5th try. True, that's Hevage They are winning 3/4. Yasandu Hevage scoring the 5th try of the game. "31 points, unstoppable of the Richmondites. They have clearly coming this time. They have come into the party to lay their hands on the sacred trophy after 2016. It's a brilliant rally from the players of Richmond, and of course a great support, a cheer coming in from the sidelines, from the schoolboys and the parents as well. St. Aloysius College clueless at this point. Very unfortunate here as the Aloysians, they came with a lots of hopes. They came with plenty of hopes rather. And the kick is not good, but the Richmondites wouldn't mind as it's 31-7. It has been a long wait for the lads in maroon double blue. Ramesh Amaratunga with the restart for St. Aloysius. Now Richmond, they are just running riot here. Advantage in favor of Aloysius. Here's Aloysius. They have to score now to get some points on board. And no, Richmond, they have other plans. They have milked that penalty, and the Aloysians have yet again gifted ball in hand and possession back to Richmond. Richmond definitely going into that rolling mall now. And according to sources, they have been very well trained by some of the well-known coaches in the rugby arena as well. Nonetheless, they have done their homework really well. Richmond College showing no mercy. Another cross kick coming in from the skipper and collected very, very well. And that's the sixth try, probably the try of the match, scored by Richmond. Look at that. A wonderful coming through Captain Silva's kick into the hands directly to Vishmita. And that's superb rugby by Richmond. Here we have that replay. Skipper Silva into the hands of Vishmita. It's a high shot as well. Vishmita says he got it and he goes into the extreme left corner. That is probably one of the best tries scored today. And the kick just falls short. It's 36-7. Almost. Richmond has been really good with the kicks as well. But this kick just almost touching the post. It's 36-7. नहीं किक Here's Aloysius. This is all they've been doing rather, as Richmond have been really strong in defense. And it is inevitable, as the trophy will definitely come to Richmond Hill this time around. St. Aloysius, they can stop that victory. Richmond have already sealed the deal out here. It's St. Aloysius who are trying to get some point to go home, heads held high. And up in Colombo, it's another rugby big match between St. Joseph's and St. Peter's at Longdon Place. And now here we are with around 5 minutes to go on our clock for the final whistle. In Colombo, it's 26-12 in favor of the Joes. A complete turnaround as the Joes are looking to win the Joe Pete encounter, the Veeratunga Trophy, after a long 7 years. And here, after 9 long years, Richmond College will definitely clinch the TV Sumanasekara Trophy for the 10th time around. St. Aloysius have won this trophy 16 times with 4 drawn games. The win tally since 1992. The first encounter in 92 was won by Richmond, and after that St. Aloysius have had a massive win streak of 16 wins. The Richmondites have won 9 times, and they are marching towards their 10th win of the series. And 4 encounters in this TV Sumanasekara Trophy have been ended up as drawn games. In 2019, we saw the last drawn game, and definitely after 2016, a 9-year long break will be broken today by Richmond. And that's the first try, the consolation try coming in for St. Aloysius College. Finally breaking the defense of Richmond. It's 36-12. St. Aloysius scored only once in the first half, and this is the first time they have scored in the second half. The score will remain at 36-12. Richmond with a superb lead, a 24-point lead. St. Aloysius, they have to score 4 times. That is impossible at this moment of the game. Well, folks, we are just at the dying moments of the game, and Richmond have definitely sealed the deal out here with moments away from that 9-year long wait. And as you can clearly see, St. Aloysius under tremendous pressure, and Richmond are closing towards the 40-point mark. They have scored 6 tries and they have converted 4 as well. It has been a day of dominance by Richmond, and they have rightfully claimed the TV Sumanasekara Trophy within the first half itself, as they went to a commanding 19-7 lead, and St. Aloysius College just letting the game slip away. They have given way too many penalties with plenty of high tackles as well. Richmond will have that one last opportunity. They have the advantage coming in their favor as well. We have thousands of fans watching us on the live broadcast from Richmond Live and through the Papare Live as well. Thank you folks for all of you all joining us from wherever you all are here in Sri Lanka and around the globe, and wonderful support from the parents and the students and the old boys, as you can see rightly on your screens from the sidelines. It has been truly the biggest rugby spectacle of Gaul, and very well fought by these two teams, and after a long time Richmond just dominating. It has been very close encounters during the past few years, but this time around Richmond College rather, they definitely share a sporting brotherhood with Kingswood and Wesley, who played last week for the Blase Trophy in Colombo. And the Richmondites, they had plenty of chances to get the penalty kick at goal to go for 3 points, but they have gone for the big 5 point as Shara, the big prop forward, goes almost in smelling range of the try line. Richmond just meters away, inches away from the try, and they get that 7th try. This is clear, sheer dominance from Richmond. That's the try scorer, Seumit, scoring the 7th try of the game. Here's a replay. And the kick is good. 43-12. With the loud cheers, here we go. The final few passages of play in the 29th edition of the Sumanasekara Trophy, and Richmond just clearly on a rampage here. And they might look into score that all-important half century as well. 50 points is always a great mental victory. We have an action-packed, a sporty weekend on the Papare this weekend, and currently the Jopeet big match is going on full swing, with St. Joseph's, the underdogs, leading 31-12 against St. Peter's in the 52nd minute mark. And tomorrow is also a big day, the 79th Bradbury Shield, the first leg at Pallekele. That will be live on the Papare as well. And thank you for Richmond Live for providing us this broadcast live from BOI Grounds, Koggala. After years and years of dominance by St. Aloysius, this year, Richmond, as we see, a brilliant breakthrough by Janaranjana. The replacement, number 22 for Richmond. That's time up on our clock. 70 minutes, that's full time with the referee playing advantage for Richmond College. Richmond definitely, they want to go in for that 50 point. That's the skipper, Silva, almost there. Have they scored? And yes, they have. It's 48 points to 12. Just like that, Richmond College are in smelling range of 50 points. Probably a record in this 29th TV Sumanasekara trophy. It's time for the record keepers to take note of this encounter. That's it. It's full time in Koggala. The 29th TV Sumanasekara trophy encounter goes to Richmond College after 9 long years. And I have with me the Richmond College Senior Prefect Sunera Mendes. Sunera, what are your thoughts on this time around?
Feels good actually to be taking the trophy back home after 9 years. It's actually great. Kudos to the team and the captain and the coaches and the teacher in charge. Hats off. Feels great.
It's a wonderful sight to see. It's a 9 long year break, folks. A 9 long year hoodoo broken by Richmond College after 2016. And these are some memorable sights for the ages. And remember, 48 points to 12. That is the final scoreline here at the BOI Grounds, Koggala. What a wonderful game by Richmond College. They have just probably scored the biggest points in this decade against St. Aloysius in the TV Sumanasekara trophy encounter. Well, folks, don't go anywhere. We will be back with the live action on Richmond Live and the Papare with the presentation party.
Watch it live only on Dialogue Television, the Dialogue View app and the papare.com.
Just a little bit of
පිටිපත්වලට ඉහළින් පාර ස්ථානගත කිරීම on the Papare on Dialogue TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව The Papare.
ස්නායු පිරවීම ගැන දැනගෙන හිටියාද?
ස්නායු පිරවීමක් කියලා කියන්නේ ඉතා වැදගත් ප්‍රතිකාරයක්. මොකද දතක දිරා යාමක් නිසා දිගින් දිගටම ඒ අදාළ පුද්ගලයාට වේදනාව වෙනවා නම් ඒ වේදනාව නැති කර ගැනීමටත් දත නැවත සාමාන්‍ය දතක් ලෙස මුඛයේ පවත්වා ගැනීමටත් කරන ප්‍රතිකාරය තමයි ස්නායු පිරවීමක් කියලා කියන්නේ.
ඉතින් මෙන්න මේ කියන කාරණා පිළිබඳ පුළුල්ව අපි කතා කරන්න සූදානම්. Channel 1 හිතලඟ වැඩසටහනේ ඩොක් 990 විශේෂාංගය තුලින්
හිතලඟ ඩොක් 990 බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා උදැසන 8ට සහ සවස 4:30ට නැවත විකාශය ඉරිදා උදැසන 8:30ට.
As the 2025 Euro Formula season unfolds across Europe's legendary circuits, Jevan David is not just racing, he's chasing a dream, carrying the Sri Lankan flag. Catch all the live action from the Euro Formula Open on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare 1 HD, Dialogue TV channel number 126, Dialogue View app and the papare.com. This summer, Sri Lanka sets foot in Zimbabwe for a battle of skill, strength and spirit. Sri Lanka Tour of Zimbabwe 2025, live on the Papare 1, the Papare 1 HD and Dialogue View app. The 79th Bradby Shield returns with all the pride, history and passion. Trinity College will host the first leg in Kandy. And 2 weeks later, it's Royal College's turn to bring the fire back to Reed Avenue. Witness the school's rugby giants clash on the 23rd of August and the 6th of September. Watch it live only on Dialogue Television, the Dialogue View app and the papare.com. Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
just a little bit of
the ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on the Papare on Dialogue TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
111th Sri Lanka Nationals 2025 tennis tournament. Watch live on the Papare.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
And it's through. Sumanasekara wins the Rugby. Watch it live only on Dialogue Television, the Dialogue View app and the papare.com.
just a little bit of
පිටිපත්වලට ඉහළින් පාර ස්ථානගත කිරීම on the Papare on Dialogue TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ද පපරේ.
ඔබ ස්නායු පිරවීම ගැන දැනගෙන හිටියාද?
ස්නායු පිරවීමක් කියලා කියන්නේ ඉතා වැදගත් ප්‍රතිකාරයක්. මොකද දතක දිරා යාමක් නිසා දිගින් දිගටම ඒ අදාළ පුද්ගලයාට වේදනාව වෙනවා නම් ඒ වේදනාව නැති කර ගැනීමටත් දත නැවත සාමාන්‍ය දතක් ලෙස මුඛයේ පවත්වා ගැනීමටත් කරන ප්‍රතිකාරය තමයි ස්නායු පිරවීමක් කියලා කියන්නේ.
ඉතින් මෙන්න මේ කියන කාරණා පිළිබඳ පුළුල්ව අපි කතා කරන්න සූදානම්. Channel 1 හිත ළඟ වැඩසටහනේ ඩොක් 990 විශේෂාංගය තුලින්
හිත ළඟ ඩොක් 990 බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා උදැසන 8ට සහ සවස 4:30ට නැවත විකාශය ඉරිදා උදැසන 8:30ට.
As the 2025 Euro Formula season unfolds across Europe's legendary circuits, Jevan David is not just racing, he's chasing a dream, carrying the Sri Lankan flag. Catch all the live action from the Euro Formula Open on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare 1 HD, Dialogue TV channel number 126, Dialogue View app and thepapare.com. This summer, Sri Lanka sets foot in Zimbabwe for a battle of skill, strength and spirit. Sri Lanka Tour of Zimbabwe 2025. Live on the Papare 1, the Papare 1 HD and Dialogue Viewer. The 79th Bradby Shield returns with all the pride, history and passion. Trinity College will host the first leg in Kandy. And 2 weeks later, it's Royal College's turn to bring the fire back to Reed Avenue. Witness the school's rugby giants clash on the 23rd of August and the 6th of September. Watch it live, only on Dialogue Television, the Dialogue View app and thepapare.com. Sri Lanka's #1 sport.
I would also like to invite Mr. Udara Aras and Lahiru Patirana, the School Development Society Secretaries of Richmond College and St. Aloysius College, respectively. With Mr. Shrimal Vijayasekara and Mr. Dinesh Hettiarachi, the Secretaries of the All Boys Association of these two schools.
And now I invite the Principal of Richmond College, Mr. R.S.N. Madhumahevage, and the Principal of St. Aloysius College, Mr. Pubadu Sampath, on stage for the distribution of certificates. First, the under-10 A-team category. Runners-up goes to Richmond College. The championship goes to St. Aloysius College.
The under-10 B team runners-up, St. Aloysius College. Under 10 B team champions Richmond College.
And next, the under 12 A team category. Runners up goes to Richmond College. And the championship goes to St. Aloysius College.
Under 12 B team category, the match was drawn, so the joint champions are Richmond College and St. Aloysius College.
In the under 14 category, the runners up goes to St. Aloysius College. The championship of under 14 category goes to Richmond College.
The under 16 runners-up goes to Richmond College. The under 16 championship goes to St. Aloysius College.
And now, to start today's proceedings, I would like to invite the principal of Richmond College to present the certificates of the runners-up. St. Aloysius College, the team is as follows. Captain D.L. Dakshina Deshan. Vice Captain W.S. Ravindu Chatudisa. M.W. Malika Sivsata. KGS Malan. MK Oman Devmina. RN Nisula Nimsita. BYB Nadula Umanjita. G Hasindu Viduranga. AD Charit Manahara. BH Shashika Madulanka. K Denet Dananjaya. D Danush Udara. D Chamidu Ruinet. RH Rumesh Amaratunga. TAN Kavishka. PGC Deshan Bimsara. JAS Sanjana. WAK Randale. KG Ashin Eranda. EB Pahan Metsara. G Kavinu Ranmet. SSG Pahasara. SN De Costa. IHN Abhilash. And MT Timat. Thank you, sir.
And next, I would like to invite the principal of St. Aloysius College to present the certificates of the champions, Richmond College. The victorious team is as follows. Captain, Paramita Denwan. Vice Captain, Tisal Netmira. Bihan Jairatna. Kalindu Vishmita. Himasha Hesara. Vihanga Divakara. Kavisha Metmina. Malidu Nirmal. Bimash Manohar. Yasadu Meddinu.